What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another Beat and Bam. Beat and Bam 4 is here, this time featuring a draft bag round. I'm going to get into that in a bit. If you haven't done one of these before, the basis is a 4-round event. I'm going to play 3 rounds right now on this video. You'll see the wind reads on each hole. You'll see the lines and the disc choices I choose. And then you go play and see if you can do it better. The 4th round is played on live stream after the event closes, keeps a little bit of suspense on what the score is to beat. These IRL prizes are available for Beat and Bam, courtesy of 777 Customs. Hit 777 Customs up on Facebook if you want any disc from Disc Golf Valley or any design from anywhere, really, printed on a disc of your choice. The rest of the prizes for this event, there is a custom putter prize for highlight of the event. So you do something cool, submit it. There's a link in the description below. We'll have a vote for that through a YouTube video of highlights I'll put together after the event closes. There's also a prize for beating Bam. You beat my score, you're going to win this sweet design on the right here on an accurate Glide Sapphire, quite arguably one of the best fairway drivers in the game. The layouts for this event, layout 1 is Heaven, some tough par 4s. Then we have Maple Hill Gold 2024 back 9, some new layout there to play. Ikigai Enso with draft bags. That's going to be unique. You're going to get to see the disc choice you'll have there. And then ending with the live stream of Stever Sampo Sanitarium. Stever won the last Beat and Bam event, so he was able to submit this layout that is now in the game and available to play for custom events when they are made. So here's a code. It's BAM41. The event closes Sunday at 7 p.m. Pacific time. So translate that over to your time and make sure you don't miss that close window. It'll be right around that 7 p.m. that I'm going to be live streaming as well. Let's go ahead and jump in over to round 1.
Alrighty, here we go. Jumping into round 1 of Beaten 4. This is Heaven. Last month we ended on Hell, some really tough par 3s. This week is Heaven, some pretty tough par 4s. And starting off the bat with a really rough wind here. Typically it's a roller play for me. This wind I worry too much that the roller is going to go OB. So I'm thinking even just straight shot with the glide water skip. If it gets out here safely, it does. Now I need to decide whether I'm going up and around this way or somewhere back door. And I think this is up and around. I don't have enough of a look through there. This is glide water skip. Get it real high up here in the trees. And hopefully it gets around this corner and stays up top. Come on, stay. Come on. Okay, sat down. It does stay. 63 feet. So we're going to throw in on forehand with the fuse and go our straight 60 power. Aiming a little bit to the right because that wind is going to push me a little bit to the left on its way. Starting out with a birdie. Next is Pioneer Bay 7. Alright, it's a wind where I got to run it. Slide left, put a middle chevron right where the trees meet the branches there. I haven't practiced it in a while, so let's hope I remember the amount of Anheuser right. That's either perfect or too much. Let's see the skip. Oh. In the water, so had a little bit too much on it. We should be okay here, still getting this in 80 feet uphill, so throw out about 100 power. And taking the birdie. Definitely missed that opportunity in the one wind, but a birdie's not a bad miss. Downtown 4 coming up next. This is the glide skip paradigm again for me. And I want to get this over here on the right side, but not OB, of course, and past these bushes. Okay, I got past the bushes, so I'm going to have a look. 201. Here is Sunshine Glade 1. Let's see if I can hit Sunshine Glade 1 here with my rhythm. Right on top of the basket. And the pullback just above that second Wi-Fi band. And, oh, stay in. Another birdie. Well, it could have been an eagle, but I gave that a little bit too much. I just switched my play on Sunshine Glade to go towards the rhythm on pretty much every hole. Highlanders Ridge 3. Alrighty. It is time for the Highlanders Ridge layup. Roll musket off the tee. Gets me safely over here. And the next shot in is the roll rive. Get it low. And I'm aiming to not hit that. Uh-oh. Give me a good bounce. Wow, that was a lucky bounce. I wanted that to be a lot further to the right and end up on that little walkway. Putt in with the tempo. The only reason I putt with the tempo, if you haven't watched my videos before, is because in my bag right now is the tempo and the harp in my putter slots, and it's just a matter of pure laziness of not wanting to switch all the way over to the fuse or switch to the throw in. This line with the 3 wind, see if I can hit it right. Aim down low with the glide roll rive, and just a little bit of anhyzer on that. That wind is going to push it to the right, and it flies way up here by the basket. This line, in my opinion, is a tighter line, but if you hit it, you're more reliably going to get to the basket. Whereas on the forehand line, you might have an easier time hitting the line, but you also just might get unlucky. All right, 50 feet. Uphill is 20 feet, so that's 70. But this 3 wind is going to give me 30 feet of lift, so 70, 60, 50, about 40 power here. And let's see if I can get this in. There we go. There's an eagle. Finally got one. Next is Northern Breeze 7. Northern Breeze 7, let's just see if I can get here safe. This is normally glide water skip ride for me, but this wind, I'm going with the Paradigm. So it gets that natural turn. Unfortunately got some trees. Let's see if I'm going to have any luck to try and come out and save this. Probably not much. There is not much here at all. Let us see. Can I even get out of here? See if I can just get up to that top wind zone would be nice. Okay, got through there without collision. So that's why I'm trying to scramble and save the par. And I think that's going to be doable here. 257. I want to go on this left side. The right side has a lot of danger there. So go left side and just throw the warship around that corner. And get it down onto the green. And we should be here saving the par. Lots of stroke opportunities for you guys out there. And we know round 3 is supposed to be draft bag, so another big opportunity for you to get more strokes back. Frozen Valley 4. It's the 2 wind, so I go a little bit less hyzer than normal. I think I'm about there. Let's see if this can get over right. Oh, it's getting over left. Way too much left. Good kicks? Nope. No good kicks, so we're going to be laying up here. I just take the harp and just kind of dink it over the top. Lay up to get this birdie. Again, another missed eagle opportunity. Oh boy, I feel like a lot of people are going to be beating Bam this time around. Northern Lights 3 and a tough wind. This is a wind that has bogey in play because my go for it line around the left side does not clear the second bridges every time. And so I can't just go long and hope to get the comeback putt or the comeback drop zone to save the birdie. I'm going to go Glide Sapphire ×2. And hopefully it gets around this tree and stays left enough to stay in. And gets down there. No, this isn't down there far enough to run. Now we're going to be taking another par. Yep. Bummer. It's another par I'm going to have to take. I just didn't get far enough down there in that wind to feel confident taking the run at that. Boy, not a great run at heaven for me. -7 so far. Ending with Enso 5. See if we can get something here to end good. Glide water skip ride for me. If it gets up on this hillside, hopefully this is filtering down to a good spot. All right, I like my chances of running this. Hopefully I didn't speak too soon. Go with the fuse. That's about, 30 feet downhill? So I'm at 65. 2 wind, I'm going to go like 50. I don't trust myself going all the way to 40. That feels too short. The 50 gets it. Okay, ending with the eagle. We have -9 there through heaven. I have a feeling quite a few people are going to be beating that score here. On to round 2, Maple Hill Gold 2024 layout, back 9. We are taking holes 10 through 18 here with the default bag, so your normal bag you get to bring into this one. I'm going to go Light Glide Paradigm off this tee. I want to make sure I stay far enough out that I don't get pinched against the wall. Oh boy. Well, I did not do a very good job staying far enough out. I would have liked to be much further to the right off this. And so now it's tricky. I got to get over this wall and drop it in. I'm kind of just winging the power here, so I'm not going to talk through my logic. And able to wing the power okay. Had to take a lot of power off, aiming that high up, and kind of taking a guess at the distance there. All right, hole 11 on Maple Hill. This one you just don't want to end up in the big trees on the left. If you're aiming towards these little trees, you're going to be in a decent position to be able to save that. Obviously, it's ideal to not hit that little tree that I did, but I think this should be savable. Don't have a great line through here. I'm going to try to get creative. Let's take a sky shot with the Light Glide Paradigm. And can this get far enough in here? I think it's going to be far enough to have a look. Where are we at? Oh boy. Oh no. Huh. I think I have to try and like bend the tempo around there. Let's see if we can do something cool. This is going to be crazy if it gets it. No, not a chance. That was not a great tee shot for me and ended me up in a tricky situation where I needed a scramble. But I made sure that the scramble didn't end up with bogey. The par is, of course, not great, but staying bogey free is the goal. All right. Now to the point where I want to make sure I don't start getting aggressive. I know I'm not playing wonderfully, but I also need to make sure I'm still able to play decent and not get aggressive and have a complete blow up. So that's a forehand for me with the Paradigm off the tee. Gets me out to this opening. I'd want to run it, but like I said, this is the not playing aggressive. Just pitch it down the hillside because a miss on this, running it from 252, goes flying into those woods on the back. And all of a sudden you have absolutely nothing and quickly turn that eagle look into a silly par when the layup for birdie was easily there. On hole 13, this is a rhythm hole for me. It works very similarly with a river. Aim down low and give it pretty much a straight pullback. If you have a windbreak, oh man, some trouble again. If you have windbreak, that's going to be better for you coming through there because you're going to get some ground play and not get stuck this far out. I don't know if this is going to have collision. Oh boy, I think it's going to have some collision. So let's guess like here. Okay, had to power up a little bit to get through that collision. I powered up like 20 or 30 power than what I typically would have done, so that when the collision knocks it down, it still has enough trajectory to get to the basket. Guys, we got some tough wins this month on Beat and Bam. I'm going to take the Glide Roll Rive out there and just hope I make it safe on here. This is going to be so deep. Get down. Get down. Okay, got down to that wall. You want to make sure you're at least hitting the wall or going safe on land. Otherwise, you have that first drop zone, which is the FPOT way back there. See, I missed this during Maple Hill Open, or MVP Open rather. This very similar throw in. There we go. Able to make the correction. Last time I doinked off the top and lost Maple Hill Open, MVP Open by 1 stroke. Another tough wind, another rhythm hole. You got to give this enough anhyzer to get to the right and let the wind push it back. And if I get up here by this tree, this is fine. This is another one where the windbreak would give you some better ground play and get you up a little bit closer to the basket. 44 feet, so I'll go about 44 on the forehand. And drop that one in. Another birdie, doing okay through Maple Hill, back 9 here so far. Oh my gosh, this wind. All right, well, I just learned Dagger's line from his winning round, which is here. I think I want to open up that a little bit more because of this wind and give it some anhyzer. Oh my gosh, go. Go. Yes. Thank you, Daggers. If you haven't seen that, I got a video of Daggers up on my channel who won the MVP Open exclusive. And that is where I first saw that line with the Glide Sapphire. Aim down low to the left and went perfectly up the gap. That is a beauty and will be my line on that hole from now on. This is going to be the light glide paradigm. I'm going to see if I can get an eagle look. Aim down a little bit, and I take a little bit of power off to make sure I don't go too deep. And I didn't turn this anywhere near enough, so I'm going to be way out here up on the hillside. And I think, unfortunately, this is back to layup territory again, and not able to take the run at that I'd like to be able to. If I got like 130 or so, that's a reasonable run at this basket. But I didn't have 130 at almost 200. That's just still a silly run to make. And the new terrible, terrifying Maple Hill 18. This wind is great, though. Oh, why did I throw such a terrible tee shot, though? Stay in. Oh, my goodness. This wind is great, but my tee shot was just so bad, I still can't even go for it. I think this, yeah, dang it. I should throw the tempo up. Layup to here. I'd like to get closer to that wall, but it's very tough to do. And I'll throw about 200 power on this one and hopefully get lucky to save the birdie. Oh, right power, wrong line. Thankfully, it does stay in, and yet another par. This is the week, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, the door is open for Beat and Bam. We're going to move on to Enso with the draft bags. All right, here's round 3 for Ikigai Enso. Very unique this time is a draft bag. So you're going to see me choosing my discs right here. You are going to be offered these same discs. So it's good to know you were offered throughout this 2 distance drivers, 5 fairways, 5 mids, and 6 putters. That is what's going to make up all of the 18 discs that you were offered. So what I'm thinking about is Enso. I need to have a throw-in disc. Fairways aren't as important. I'm going to need a good distance driver. So I definitely need to potentially even take both distance driver molds when they're offered. I'm not seeing much use for a savior on Enso. The dagger is definitely not a throw-in disc I'm used to, but it might be the best putter option that I get. So I'm going to get 5 other putters. Now I'm going to take the dagger. I think that's going to be the best option I might get there. All right, so again, no drivers. I hope those don't get both offered on the same one. We have to choose between them. The heavy sticky harp. A Saint Pro is, I just don't have a need for the fairway, except maybe Enso 6. I might want a fairway. Let's think. But I just don't know the Saint Pro well enough. But I am more comfortable throwing with this Hope than I am with that dagger. So if I get this Hope, I can ignore that dagger. Now, I'm going to go with the Saint Pro. That might be my musket type slot, but a little bit shorter. Still no distance drivers, and I'm glad I went with the Saint Pro. I'm not going to take the Fury or the Underworld. Those are both super understable, but the Sticky Fuse, and that is going to be my throw-in disc. It's going to be the same power as my Accurate Windbreak. An Accurate Vandal, some of you will be really happy about that, and I might be the some of you because it's a little bit more understable than that. What did I already get? The Saint Pro that I already got. Yeah, that's Accurate Vandal. I don't need another putter here. Oh, and there's my 2 distance drivers in one go. Light Water Skip DD3. That is going to be my workhorse through Enso. So it has to be that one. Definitely not the Stiletto. And then finally, heavy sticky savior. That might be nice to have. I mean, I don't need another regular putter in the Mercy, and it's a no attribute savior versus heavy sticky, and we have kind of a bunch of junk. Let's see if we can make it work. So light water skip DD3. I'm going to take my paradigm line and just add a little bit of Anheuser to this. And let's see if we can get lucky right off the bat and get a good kick down here. Go, go, go. I think this can work. 101. I'm going to throw in with the Sticky Fuse. And it's not accurate, so there's going to be a little bit more random in play here. but I think I could still hit this. There we go. Starting with the first eagle. Nice. I don't expect a lot of those going through Enso with a draft bag. This is a big wind. So again, I like this light water skip DD3. I think it's going to be a lot like my paradigm. This wind has me questioning whether to take Aaron's line here or my line here. And I think I'm going to take my line just because I'm that much more comfortable with it. And give this that much Anheuser. Kind of a guess there. And I think this wind could even potentially get me up there. Get some good ground play. Okay, I have a shot at this with the fuse. Where is that fuse? Sticky fuse. So I'm going to call it about 100 feet away, and the 3 wind, so it's like 70 power. Oh, that was way short. Way, way short. The dagger can go through the putt motion okay, and we're taking that birdie. I think the thing with draft bags right now is you get a lot of discs you end up not using. It's like I'm probably not going to use a Savior Vandal. This might be a DD3 Infuse, or maybe I'll use a Saint Pro on 6. All right. I need to get down here and have a throw-in option, but I don't want to end up too deep, or definitely not OB. If it kicks down off the top of this rock, I can get a chance with this fuse. Yeah, roll the right way. Okay, it's a risky throw-in because a miss goes flying off the backside, but I think I can do this about 150 on the money from here. Oh gosh. Well, maybe I should have aimed at the basket, actually. I thought that was going to fade a lot more, but it definitely did not. All right, another birdie there. Moving to Enso 4. I like the light water skip, so I'll pretty much take my paradigm line. The DD3 just has a little bit more stability, so I'll give it a tiny bit more Anheuser. And come on back, come on back. No. Okay, let's test this upshot game, though. 259. Saint Pro goes too far. Is it the... Oh boy, what is this going to be? I feel like I'd like Warship here. So Fuse. Yeah, there we go. The Fuse through this backhand turnover line. Oh no! Oh, that was sketchy. If that gets that bridge just wrong, that drops so easily, OB. All right, you're getting your wind reads, you're getting your disc reads. I hope to see some hot rounds out of you all for these. Light water skip DD3. Let's try to go for it. Oh no, I wanted this to be way more right. Well, I think that might be going for it, but it's definitely a... No! Okay. I wanted that to be way more right, so this miss would drop me right next to the basket. It's not. So I'm going to go with the fuse for my putter. Go into putting mode. Rotate the world. And that's going to bring me a bit closer to the basket too, so I don't have to adjust the aim too much. Slide the disc over here and straight up that side of the screen. Saving that birdie. But again, I'm not getting enough eagles. This will definitely not be a week that Bam is winning. All right. The water skip sapphire is so good here, but I don't have it. Let's see, can the Vandal reach over there? I think I'm going to try to see if the Vandal can get there. Come on, Vandal. Oh no, too much turn. Too much turn. Get lucky, get lucky. No. No, welcome to Par Town. This is how I know how to lay this up. That heavy, definitely slowed that a lot. Dang it, I thought the Vandal could hit this wall. And putting, I'm going to go with the fuse for the putt. And get the par. Bummer. Well, opening a lot of doors, because if you beat Bam, you're getting eligible for the Beat and Bam playoff event that I'm planning for December, and that is going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to get that Jomez style coverage going on those, so I'll get a lead card. Let's see if I can hit this just right. I'll get a lead card coverage. I'll get, a feature card coverage, and then lead card coverage for each of the following events It is going to be a lot of fun. Beating me one time in any of these events is going to keep you eligible for that. I don't know how to get this. Let's go like here. No, still short. Get in the cage, dropping it in. -7. Can I at least go -9? I'll take the... Yeah, this is going to be a birdie play. This is way better, by the way, with the DD3. If you've seen me do the paradigm, it often doesn't fade back over there enough. The DD3 gets there, no problem. Laying up to the top, because I'm not going to run that to go flying long OB. Tapping this one in. All right, hole 9. If we get down there far, I'm going to run that. What's our wind? Oh, gosh. Can I even get this safe is kind of the question here. Get safe. Get safe. Okay, it's safe, but this is certainly no look at that basket. So I'll take the sticky fuse down over this way. And this is the way to lay up if you haven't seen it before. Sticky fuse or whatever your mid-range is. Down low there will get you a nice layup zone, about 40 feet. And finishing only -9 through Enso. So doors open there, lots of opportunities. You know what the discs are. Go out there, get it, and join me for the live stream. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you want to get notified when I do go live. That's going to be this Sunday at 7 p.m. Pacific time. Thanks for watching, guys, and hope you can stay bogey free.